Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Loading your own JSON data using the bulk API, troubleshooting common errors. The bulk API in libraries like Elasticsearch and solr is a powerful tool for efficiently loading large amounts of data into your search engine. It significantly speeds up the indexing process compared to sending individual document requests. However, configuring it correctly can be tricky, and encountering errors is common, especially when dealing with your own custom JSON data. This comprehensive tutorial will guide you through the process of loading your own JSON data using the bulk API, address common errors, and provide code examples in Python, using the Elasticsearch library, as well as general troubleshooting tips. Understanding the bulk API concept. At its core, the bulk API works by grouping multiple index, create, update, or delete operations into a single request. This reduces network overhead and improves indexing performance. Instead of sending one HTTP request for each document, you send a single request containing instructions for many documents. Think of it like sending a batch of letters in one package instead of mailing each letter separately. 2. Common errors and how to avoid them. Before diving into code, let's address the most frequent errors encountered when using the bulk API and strategies to prevent them. 1. Invalid JSON structure **** symptom * mapper parsing exception, JSON parse exception, JSON mapping exception. ***cause ** the JSON structure you're sending doesn't adhere to the bulk API's expected format. The bulk API expects a specific format that includes metadata about the operation followed by the actual document data. ***solution * strictly adhere to the required format. Each operation, index, create, update, delete, requires a separate line of JSON metadata followed by the document data, or null for delete. Ensure there are no trailing commas or other JSON syntax errors. 2. Incorrect metadata **** symptom * illegal argument exception, index not found exception, type missing exception. ***cause * the metadata section, example the underscore index, underscore type, underscore ID fields, within the bulk API request is incorrect or missing. You might be specifying a non-existent index, type, or ID. ***solution * verify the index, type, and ID values in the metadata. Make sure the index exists. Double check for typos. If you're letting the system auto-generate IDs, example using the create operation, then don't include an underscore ID field in the metadata. If you're using the index operation without specifying an ID, a new document is created if an ID doesn't exist, or an existing document will be updated if the ID already exists. 3. Data type mismatch **** symptom * mapper parsing exception with details about type mismatch. For example, cannot coerce string to integer. ***cause * the data types in your JSON documents don't match the mapping defined for the index. For instance, you might be trying to index a string into a field that is mapped as an integer. ***solution * ensure the data types in your JSON data are consistent with the index mapping. You can either update the mapping to accommodate the data or modify your data to match the existing mapping. Explicitly define mappings before indexing if possible. 4. Bulk API size limit **** symptom * request timeouts or errors related to exceeding resource limits. ***cause * the bulk API request is too large. Elasticsearch and solr have limits on the size of a single bulk API request. ***solution * break down your data into smaller chunks and send multiple bulk API requests. Experiment to find the optimal batch size for your environment. Consider the number of documents and the total size in bytes. A good starting point is around 1000 to 5000 documents or a few MBs per request. 5. Missing or incorrect index mapping asterisk. Asterisk symptom asterisk data isn't being indexed correctly. Queries don't return expected results. Asterisk cause asterisk the index mapping hasn't been created or is not configured correctly. Elasticsearch uses mappings to understand the data types and properties of the fields in your documents. Asterisk solution asterisk create an index mapping before you start indexing data. The mapping should define the data types, analysis, example stemming, stop word removal, and other settings for each field. If you don't define a mapping, Elasticsearch will attempt to dynamically create one, but this can sometimes lead to incorrect mappings. 3. Code example, loading JSON data into Elasticsearch using Python. This example demonstrates how to load JSON data from a file into Elasticsearch using the bulk API. It also shows how to handle potential errors gracefully. Explanation of the code asterisk. 1. Elasticsearch connection asterisk establishes a connection to your Elasticsearch cluster. Replace the placeholder values for cloud_ID and API_key, if using Elastic Cloud, or configure the host and port if running locally. The es.ping method verifies the connection. 2. Index and data file asterisk defines the name of the Elasticsearch index where you'll store the data and the path to your JSON data file. 3. Define index mapping asterisk this is critical. A function to create the index with a mapping is defined. This example mapping specifies the data types for the title, content, author, publish_date, and views fields. The mapping is a JSON document that tells Elasticsearch how to interpret the data. Creating the index beforehand avoids Elasticsearch creating one with incorrect data types. 4. Prepare bulk actions asterisk the load_data function reads the JSON data from the file, iterates through each JSON object, and creates a list of actions to be performed by the bulk API. The action dictionary specifies the _index and the _source, which is the JSON document itself. If you want to specify an ID, you would add a_ID field to the action dictionary. 5. Execute bulk request asterisk the helpers.bulk function sends the bulk request to Elasticsearch. Asterisk ES, the Elasticsearch client object. Asterisk actions, the list of actions, index, create, update, delete, to perform. Asterisk index, the default index to use if not specified in the action. Asterisk raise_on_error, if true, the function will raise an exception if any error occurs during the bulk operation. Setting it to false allows you to process results even if some documents fail to index. Asterisk stats_only, if true, it only returns the number of successful and failed operations, not the detailed error information, for better performance. 6. Error handling asterisk the code includes try, except blocks to handle potential errors during file reading, JSON decoding, and the bulk API execution. When raise_on_error is set to false, the failed variable will contain a list of errors, allowing you to inspect the reason for each failure. 7. Example data asterisk provides example JSON data for the data.json file. You should replace this with your own data. 4. Detailed troubleshooting steps. If you encounter errors, follow these steps. 1. Inspect the error message asterisk carefully read the error message provided by Elasticsearch or solr. It usually contains valuable information about the cause of the problem. Pay attention to the line number or document ID mentioned in the error. To validate your JSON * use a JSON validator, example jsonlint.com, to ensure your JSON data is well formed and doesn't contain syntax errors. This will catch missing commas, mismatched brackets, and other common JSON issues. 3. Check the bulk API format * double check that your data adheres to the bulk API's required format. The metadata line must be on a separate line from the document data. Ensure proper encoding, UTF-8 is recommended. 4. Verify index mapping *. Use the es.indices.get_mapping, index equals index_name, function, in Python with Elasticsearch, or similar methods in other clients/languages to retrieve the mapping for your index. * Compare the mapping with the data types in your JSON documents. Make sure they match. * If the mapping is incorrect, update it or reindex your data. 5. Test with a single document * Try indexing a single document directly, without the bulk API, to isolate the issue. This can help you determine if the problem is with the data itself or with the bulk API configuration. For example, 6. Reduce batch size * If you're encountering timeouts or resource-related errors, try reducing the batch size of your bulk API requests. 7. Monitor resource usage * Use elasticsearches or solrs monitoring tools to check CPU usage, memory usage, and disk I/O. If your cluster is under heavy load, it might be struggling to handle the bulk API requests. 8. Enable debugging * Enable debugging logs in your Elasticsearch client and server to get more detailed information about the requests and responses. This can help you pinpoint the exact location of the error. 9. Use the _doc endpoint * With recent versions of Elasticsearch, the usage of _type is deprecated. The preferred way to index is now using _doc as endpoint. 10. Use Postman or curl * to isolate issues related to the code you wrote. You can attempt to send bulk indexing requests with tools like Postman and curl to rule out if there's an issue in your code or something wrong with the Elasticsearch server/configuration. V. Example scenario and solution. Scenario * You're trying to load JSON data containing product information into Elasticsearch, but you keep getting a mapper parsing exception indicating a type mismatch for the price field. JSON data, products.json. Error message *. Analysis *. The error message indicates that the price field is mapped as a long integer, but the JSON data contains string values with decimal points. Solution *. 1. Update index mapping * Modify the index mapping to define the price field as a float or double. 2. Reindex data * After updating the mapping, you'll need to reindex your data. You can either delete the existing index and recreate it with the new mapping, or use the _update_by_query API to update the mapping and reindex the existing documents. By following these steps and carefully analyzing the error messages, you can effectively troubleshoot and resolve common errors encountered when loading your own JSON data using the bulk API. Remember to prioritize validating your JSON, checking your index mappings, and monitoring resource usage for optimal performance and data integrity. Remember to test with small batches of data before processing very large data sets to find out the perfect balance.